Hello kindreds, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. We're doing a Soulful 7 reading today. We're going to be taking a look at soul-filling messages that you're meant to take with you for the week ahead. So I already shuffled out our soul truth questions and a feather to prepare the 3 groups. So 1, 2, and 3. Definitely pause the video if you need a moment to meditate on which group has your message in it. I also wanted to ask you to click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected with me. Make sure to drop a comment if something in one of the messages resonates with you. Let me know it did, or let me know which of the questions that you're taking with you moving forward in the week. If you're interested in a personal Soulful 7 reading, you can connect with me on Etsy, or any type of reading. It's all on Etsy, in addition to other content that I create to help you on your spiritual journey. So thank you so much for your time, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading. Soul-filling messages that you are meant to take with you for the week. Again, I already shuffled out 1 feather card for you, as well as questions. So let's go ahead and flip our feather over. So we have the hawk. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. That is interesting. So there's just an awareness and just keeping your eyes open for messages and your heart open to messages. And they can come in all different shapes and forms and ways. It can be through numerology. It can be through just like signs, like seeing signs, or a sign catching your attention and like staying in your heart space or your brain. Also through your dreams. I mean, there's just many ways to receive messages. So keep your mind and your heart open to that. So the 3 soulful questions that you can choose from this week. Where am I called to use my voice right now? You can pause the video if you need more time with the back of the card. Okay. And we're looking at these up front here to give you an opportunity to kind of meditate with them as we talk through the lesson to determine which one you're actually going to select at the end. Number 2, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? And number 3, name all the things you love. Are you one of them? I love that. Daggone good question. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out some tarot. Yeah, with the it's guiding energy about a message, a powerful message. And I feel like it could be something pretty simple. It doesn't have to be something super dramatic, over the top sort of energy. We have the Page of Cups. Yep, I'm getting a really emotive vibe in general. Queen of Wands. What are you nurturing and nourishing in your life? That passion, that fire. Ooh, the Sun. Wow, big energy. Some hot energy too, with the Sun and the Queen of Wands present. And then we cool it down a little bit with this Page of Cups. So, Page energy is in many ways, it's like a new beginning. And it's asking you, it comes after the numbered cards in the tarot. It's the first court card of the tarot. And it's almost like you're taking all of the lessons that you've learned along your journey from Ace through 10, and we arrive at the Page. So I feel like there is almost like you're setting out on a new adventure or a new journey here. And because we have Cups energy present, we're specifically talking about the space of the emotional realm, romance, love, spirituality, creativity, that type of energy. There is an imaginative element to this with the fish. coming out. You know, that Pisces energy, imagination, and a sojourn, a spiritual sojourn, an emotional sojourn, especially with the questions present. What do you love? Dominant emotions. Talking about using your voice. I feel like we're on a sojourn, an exploration of who we are, how we communicate, what we communicate, and why. With our Queen of Wands presence here, it's a divine feminine energy. Queen energy is water energy, blended together with our Wands energy, which is obviously fire. So whenever I see fire and water together, it always reminds me of love. It reminds me of like romance, and it doesn't necessarily have to be romance with somebody else. It's just this idea of blending that emotive energy with passion. So our queens are always talking about, what are we nurturing? What seed are we nurturing? What seed are we nourishing right now? And this is that Wands energy, that creativity, that passion. There is a drive to the Queen of Wands energy that isn't really present in the same way in the other queens. Our Queen of Wands is driven, determined to reach her goals. She's reaching out to all of her resources available to her in order to bring her seed the nutrients that it needs to grow. So we're tapping into our passions, our desires, the things that we want to see come to fruition in our lives. We are putting the energy and excitement and the vigor and the passion into those endeavors. And I feel like similarly with the sun energy presence, it's just, again, feels like there's a tremendous amount of energy that is helping to really push this creative, spiritual endeavor forward for you. The sun energy is also suggesting a joyful, joyous, happy, playful type of energy as well. I think sometimes when we think about what is your destiny, what are you destined to do with your entire life, it feels very heavy. But I feel like the sun energy is kind of lightening everything up, brightening everything up. There's still an intensity because it is the sun, of course, but there's a jovial energy in this card with the baby on the back of the horse, and there's a playful, jovial energy to that as well. So I feel like it's just basically saying, as you go on this sojourn, as you venture into this next phase and stage of your life, as you get more clear on your purpose and you discover what you were meant to use your voice for, and you come in contact with this powerful message that the Hawk Spirit is talking about, you're taking account of your emotions and accommodations of the things that you love and that you care about, yourself being included in that, and you just have a really strong self-worth, self-love sort of energy. Enjoy that process. Have fun with it. Laugh. Smile. Be friendly. Don't feel like everything has to be business. Don't feel like everything has to be about this passion project or your career or whatever it is. Make sure that there is a balance, that you're enjoying the process, you're enjoying the journey, because this is what we got. We have the journey, we have the direction, or we gain the direction as we go through our lives. And it's really just about kind of mulling over what's important right now, and then you come back to it a little bit later and figure out what the next thing is and how they blend together. I'm always surprised at how the things connect and how they end up blending together and making more sense than they do individually. And I think I'm saying that because I want you to be encouraged to discover what this page and Queen energy discovered, like truly allow yourself to discover what it is you enjoy. And don't try to force it into a box, force it into current education, or current circumstances, or current location, a current whatever it is. just be expansive, be imaginative. Embrace that imaginative energy. Allow your mind to be free and to soar, and just understand that you don't have to figure out all the logistics right now. That will come a little bit later. And I would also like to point out that our Queen of Wands is, she's good at like tapping into resources and getting assistance and getting help. That fire energy is very robust and charismatic and charming, and people gravitate towards that energy and want to help out. So again, don't limit yourself thinking that you don't have the skill set to accomplish whatever you're after. Just know that if you can't pick it up or learn it on the way, or maybe you don't want to, there's someone out there that can help you. So don't limit yourself, be imaginative, be expansive as you are discovering where this life is going to take you next. I'm so excited for you, group number 1. There's so much really beautiful energy present here. These are the messages that I have channeled. Please do let me know which of the 3 questions that you're taking with you for the week, and to journal on, to meditate on, and just to kind of think through. And if you remember, please do let me know if you come in, or when you run into this message, this powerful message, and I would love to know how it comes to you. I feel like it's going to be different for a lot of you. So my beautiful soul, these are the messages that I've channeled. I thank you so much for spending spiritual space with me, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading. Soul-filling messages that you are meant to take with you for the next week ahead. Okay, we are replenishing, rejuvenating our souls as we do every single week. So we have our 3 questions already shuffled out, and we're going to flip those over with our guiding feather energy and adding some tarot to our conversation. I usually have the questions at the end, but today we're doing them at the beginning because I want to give you time to kind of mull over them, really kind of meditate with them as we talk about the message that's going to be coming through some of the other cards, and then at the end being able to select your group and spending a little bit more time with the questions, okay? So let's go ahead and flip over our guiding feather energy. So we have the magpie. Re-evaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. All right, so our 3 questions. Where can I create more space? How is that so connected? Okay. Pause if you need a little bit more time with the card. The back here. What is my body telling me right now? Again, pause if you need a moment with the card. And our 3rd, what if it isn't true? What if it is not true? I actually really like this card because it talks about, it's almost like you're cutting things out of your life out of fear that you're not going to accomplish them, or, you know, just in general allowing fear to kind of rule your life or your decisions. And it poses this question like, what if what you're fearing is not true? What then? And I feel like there's just a courage to it. And also there's like a really good mental exercise to do that as well. I feel like sometimes we psych ourselves out before we even have the opportunity to attempt something. And, you know, we're just trying to protect ourselves and protect our ego. But, you know, that's not really truly living life up to your potential when you're doing that. So when you're doing that, you're counting yourself out before you're even in the game. So I love that message. Ooh, so we have the 2 of Wands, the Emperor, King of Wands. Okay, tremendous amount of fire energy present. Okay, so we have 2 of Wands. That's the fire energy. We're really, I feel like this is a planning card. We're looking out. We have the world at our fingertips, And the possibilities at this point are endless. There's so many things that we could do, and we're kind of in the planning stages, trying to figure out what we actually want to do with our lives. I love this. It's like you're preparing before you set out on the adventure. And I feel like that's definitely connected to our magpie energy with this reevaluating your priorities thing, time to go, time to let go. What you no longer need is this reevaluation, this planning process. I love that. Creating more space is really beautiful. And this reevaluating your priorities connected to your body. Have you been neglecting your physical body? Sometimes I feel like people also spend so much time in spirituality, or they try to put priority on spirituality and other things and not their physical body, not their physical state. And it's all connected. One is not better than the other. It's all one thing, and you have to balance out when you give each of those things energy. All right, so we have the Emperor here. I feel like the Emperor and the King of Wands is so similar in energy. The Emperor is connected to Aries, which is the fire sign. Our Emperor is a number 4. Grounded energy, very divine masculine, the initiator of, I always feel like he's like the business mind, like the initiator of different initiatives, and really leading, taking a leadership role, right? Because Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, the head. When we think about the zodiac, and as far as like body parts, the Aries is the head. The head is the director. The head is the one that determines which direction we go, the leader. Okay. So I feel like if the Emperor is not representing a person in a fire signs or strong fire sign placements in their birth chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, then the Emperor is bringing the message or encouraging you to take a leadership role or leadership position in your life, okay? By creating more space, pushing out things or letting go and releasing things that you no longer need in your life. Taking control over your body and making sure that your physical form isn't going to fail you while you're out trying to fulfill your mission. I also feel like there is a confidence and a surety in the Emperor as well. And he has white hair. So to me, that tells me that he's a wee bit older. And I know sometimes, like, if we're new at something or if we're young, we don't feel like we have the same authority. There's some fear a little bit because we don't know exactly how things function completely. But I feel like the Emperor is stepping in and saying, you are the expert when it comes to your life and the direction that your life can take. That's not to say that you don't consult advice or you don't reach out to, others to help guide you or give you information in areas that you're weak in. But in general, as far as the overall, ownership over what's happening in your life, it is you. You are sitting on the throne in your own castle, okay? And then our King of Wands, the divine masculine, outwardly expressive fire energy. Our King of Wands holds the vision of that fire energy, the vision of passion. What are you passionate about? What do you want to see come to fruition in your life? Our King of Wands is very like the ultimate visionary, because that fire energy is very, very visionary type of energy, leader type of energy. And all of our kings are, some people argue about this, but the kings are fire, and that is my belief on that. Sometimes people will say they're air, but they're fire to me, and talk about that in another video. But fire as a king, fire is the passion. Fire is the that energy that people are attracted to, that magnetic energy. And our king is also wands. So the vision of passion, of creativity, of efforts when it comes to like career and jobs and things like that. So the King of Wands is the push forward on these endeavors that really move you and excite you. So I feel like if the king is not representing a person, then the king is encouraging you to, if you don't already, gain, be clear on the vision that you have for your life. And again, you don't have to be the one to make it happen. The king isn't the one that makes it happen. Everyone else is the one that makes the king's vision come to fruition, right? There's the queen and the knight and the page and all of the other subjects that the king gets to hand instructions to, or be like, this is my vision. Depending on what energy that they have, then they would go out and fulfill their portion of that vision. So don't limit yourself. Be free and open and expansive. I'm getting Sagittarius energy so hard here with this idea of expansive, big picture thinking, fire energy. Fire in general is like expansive, and I feel like that's pretty evident in just looking at the element itself out in the world. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of big energy here, a lot of decisions to be made, and I feel like the Emperor and the King of Wands is really just kind of giving you the support, like, you have this, you're the leader, you guide this. Nobody else is going to guide this in the direction that it needs to go, and this being your life, okay? You are the visionary of your own life. You have the power and the authority to take the leadership role in your life. So now it's time to make some plans. Clear some clutter. Let go of some things that aren't serving you so you can make space for things that will serve you now moving forward in this part of your life. So my beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful for you, enlightening, encouraging, uplifting. If something did resonate, make sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what did. Connect with me on social media. If you're interested in your own Soulful 7 reading, you can connect with me on Etsy or any type of reading and other things on Etsy as well. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, for your time and energy, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your Soulful 7 reading, soul-filling messages that you're meant to take with you for the week ahead. So we have our feather here. We're going to flip over that guiding energy. We're going to add tarot as well to our conversation. And again, I already shuffled out the questions. The idea there is for you to spend to be able to spend a little bit more time with the questions as we talk through the message as well from today, okay? So let's go ahead and flip over our feather and see who's guiding us. All right, we have the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. All right, so there's just a tremendous amount of fire energy present. This idea of desire and action present with the goose message, and the other two groups before you also had kind of very action oriented messages and very strong fire placements too. So it's about action. We just entered into a new year, well, a couple of months ago now, but we're still in the first part of the year. So I feel like we're still in that momentum of newness and kind of just taking charge and moving forward in life and things that we need to focus on and get going. So our 3 questions. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Very contemplative question there. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Oh, I forgot to show you the back. You can pause it if you want to spend more time with the back of the card. I'm just going to hold it up briefly. Hopefully that focused good for you. Okay, 2. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Okay. What else could this mean? Okay, so those are the 3 questions. You can always go back and pause or revisit some of like the back of the card energy if you need to, but we're just going to move right on ahead. So the thing that I really love about all these questions, first of all, I feel like maybe the outlier might be the first one with the shame. I mean, we'll look at what tarot gives us here. But with the goose energy, we're talking about dreams, desires. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? I feel like that's directly connected to the goose energy. In order to answer the call to action, in order to hop on this journey or start on this journey, you have to know where you're going. And that's where your dreams and your desires come in. Do you know what you want out of this life? Do you know what you want from this life? And if the answer is no, that's perfectly fine. That's what we're here to find out. You know, maybe that's something that you should take with you. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. So I love that. That's kind of what I figured it was about. I just wanted to peek really quick to see. All right, let's get some tarot. Knight of Cups. Okay. Nine of Wands. And what else? Two of Wands. Okay. Yep. Fire, fire, fire. But we do have water. So we do have our Knight of Cups present here. Which I feel like, since we are talking about dreams, which dreams to me really connects to like Pisces energy, which is of course water energy. I do feel like the Knight of Cups here is bringing this message of focusing on your heart space. Like, it's almost like, even with the buried shame here and the Knight of Cups. So, Knights are air energy. And air energy is about communication. Air energy is fast moving, swift. And air energy is also about strategy. And the swords are connected to air energy, and the sword is about fighting or defending, but there's a battle element to it. And Cups energy is about love. It's about creativity, spirituality. There's an openness to it. Like, naturally, Cups wants to be nurturing and open and nourishing, yet Cups is in this position of war and conflict and protection. So it could be talking about potentially you protecting your heart, protecting your, protecting yourself, basically, like protecting the soft underbelly with the hard outer shell. But really all you want to do is just open up and be free to indulge in that creativity, spirituality, those soft, divine feminine sorts of energy. And so I feel like the message here is, I'm just getting that there's some past issues that have been stopping you from truly, from a place of complete freedom and openness, to be able to dream up what you want your life to be like. And I feel like our Knight is coming with the message that it is okay for you to spend time thinking about what you want your life to be like, the quality of your life, the content of your life, who you want in your life. And I can't ignore the romantic connotations of the Knight of Cups, but also with the Goose energy talking about dreams and desires. Again, that combination and collaboration of fire energy and water energy, from my perspective, point of view, talks about love. Potentially romance, but just in general love. So it could be love of yourself. Definitely talking about opening up and clearing out that heart space. And being clear on what you really want out of life. And what else could this mean? I feel like it's connected to that too. You know, when we go through hurt, when we go through difficulty, and we go through challenge, sometimes all we see is the difficulty and the challenge, and we don't see the lesson that is meant to be learned from that. Because if we see the lesson, then we can take the lesson and we can move forward with the lesson and convert that lesson into wisdom. Because that lesson, the lesson's the knowledge. That's the information. And then we can convert that to wisdom if we're focusing on the lesson and not the actual series of events that happened, and the hurt and the pain and all the sorts of difficulties that came with the lesson. With our 9 of Wands, okay, so the 9 of Wands always feels like to me that it's just like toiling away and like going about things the hard way. It just feels like you're going about life in general the hard way. I feel like when the 9 of Wands comes up, because our 9 of Wands got all these wands, right? You put in all this work, all this effort, and you pause for a moment to look up to see what you've done. And this person has like a bandage wrapped around their head. Like they've just been through it, right? They've been through a lot of change and challenge and difficulty and struggle and strife to get done what they've gotten done, but they're not finished yet. Like there's still work to be done. The message that I'm receiving off of this card is the work isn't finished yet, but also be mindful of how you approach your expectation of the work and the effort when it comes to various different things in your life. For example, if you come to the table believing that love is meant to be hard, that you're meant to have to work and to struggle and to strain to maintain a relationship, then those are the types of relationships that you are going to accept and receive in your life. Because a relationship that is harmonious and peaceful and fun and, positive isn't going to meet your expectations or your limiting beliefs. So to me, there's an encouragement here to be mindful of how you think about things and not to think of things as hard or challenging. Like if you feel like it's hard to make money, then it's going to be hard for you to make money because you're not going to receive making money any other way unless it's hard. So be mindful of where your mind is. Again, be clear on what you want. Be clear on what you need. Release any shame. Shame is one of those things that blocks your blessings because it whispers in your ear and it tells you consistently that you aren't worth something, that you don't deserve something unless, that you don't, whatever. It's just limiting. So we're releasing that. We're letting that go because that is not conducive. That is not in alignment with our destiny. Because shame is not peace. Shame is not joy. It steals those things. And on our journey, peace, joy, harmony, those are the things that are cultivated when we are in a really positive alignment with our destiny. And then we have the 2 of Wands. So the 2 of Wands to me, for you, and this message is just telling me that when it comes to your dreams and your desires, when it comes to you making a plan, figuring out what you want in your life, the world is at your fingertips. You have the world in the palm of your hands. You can do anything that you want. You just have to make the decision on where you want to go and what you want to do with what you have and what you will have. Again, I feel like with this idea of dreaming, there's an encouragement for you to be expansive. You don't have to have a solution to it now. The solution will come when you set your mind, heart, soul, and spirit in that the direction of whatever that is. Things will start lining up for you when you take a step in that direction to whatever that thing is. Again, even if you don't have a clear understanding on how you're going to make it happen. And I'm not just talking this to talk it. Literally, this is like my life, okay? I told myself, what was it? Probably 10 years ago now, that I wanted to teach at the collegiate level. And now I'm an adjunct professor. I had no idea 10 years ago how the heck I was going to get there. But I said that that's what I wanted, and that was my dream. That was what was in my heart. And that is now what has manifested. So it's really about setting intentions and then taking the steps that you can take towards that. Because it's almost like proving to the universe, like, yes, this is really what I want. I think these are the steps, or this is what I see as the direction to get there. And the universe is like, okay, okay, okay. And just puts other things in alignment for you. So there's a little bit of give and take there, of course, naturally. But it all starts in your mind and in your heart. You saying what you envision. To me, the dreaming portion is like envisioning. It's that king energy. What is your vision? What is your passion? What do you desire? What do you want? What do you wish for? And taking a step. Again, that call to action. Calling to action is taking a step. The journey begins, which means you have to take a step in that journey's direction. And then other things will start to line up for you. So, my beautiful soul, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful and uplifting. Please do let me know in the comments which of the 3 questions that you're planning on taking with you this week. I would love to know what you're going to meditate on and journal through for the week. Also, let me know if something resonated in the comments. Connect with me on social media, links in the description, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you choose to connect. That's awesome. And if you're interested in a personal reading of your own, whether it is your own Soulful 7 reading or if it is some other type of reading, you can connect with me on Etsy. All the available readings will be there. I also have other content on my Etsy shop to help you on your spiritual and life journey. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, for sharing spiritual space with me today, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.